it tastes weird. It's different.
We're live, and wires are everywhere.
Why?
Damn it. Because, man, there's no room for, like, some wires aren't long enough, and we're shit. I got to put shit.
You should be used to things not being long enough by now.
Yeah, but that's why it requires effort. And that
A little
too.
more effort.
Yeah,
Little
that's
more
why.
effort.
That's why. That's why guys like me try harder.
You learn to try that much harder.
Yep.
There's nothing wrong with being short. I've been short all my life.
I blame you for it. I blame those genetics on you.
Yeah.
I'll take that.
You even know what a podcast is?
Peas pod.
Like a pea pod.
Pea pod.
If you were to describe a podcast, well, how would you describe it? Which, by the way, I told Levi, I'm like, I was getting this podcast ready to go. So I said to Levi, I said, I did a show, or I did a bit on the radio before called Old Man Trivia. I'm like, you should come up with 10 Old Man Trivia questions. Did you come up with
Which I promptly disregarded.
Well, good. I wouldn't know a damn thing about 10 of them.
We can quickly look it up.
That takes too much prep.
Yeah, why don't you look stuff up?
Pop cult. That's your job for today. Matter of fact, sit at the fucking desk and just produce it.
Hey.
You don't even got to talk.
You're
Fuck
just like
you.
the guys in the truck at the ball game. Come up with all these numbers.
Oh, yeah. Be that guy. But then we'd miss your rad Tourette's things.
You always wanted to be that guy, didn't you?
No.
No?
What, the weird Tourette's guy?
No. Or the fucking guy in the truck.
You know what's fucking hilarious to me? And I swear to God, dude, I did not know that you had Tourette's. When you said that before years ago, and I just thought you like diagnosed yourself, and I'm like, sure, whatever. You're just fucking weird. That's the thing.
I had a woman friend at work that accused me of having Tourette's because I'd go off periodically.
That's just insanity.
Yeah. That's like having tics and
You're
shit.
You're retired a year now? Is it like a year?
Couple, I think. Going on 3.
Did you have people get pissed off? Because you have a tendency to fly off the handle sometimes, like me. I don't know who's worse, if it's you or me, but you have a tendency to fly off the handle sometimes.
I don't know what you're talking about.
All right.
Did you have issues with coworkers like that?
No, I got along with all of them except for the ones I didn't.
See, that sounds like my explanation. Like,
there are some that didn't. Oh, go ahead.
Everybody that I work with likes me, except for the few people that don't.
Because you're an asshole to them.
Well, I mean, kind of. But they don't like me for the specific purpose that I don't like them because they're fucking assholes and stupid. And so I give them a reason to not like me. So
I only give them a reason when, what the fuck are you doing here?
Yeah, see?
What the fuck are you doing?
That's you.
No, it don't work like that. It goes like this. How many times do I gotta tell you this shit?
No, that's exactly. That's exactly.
That's it.
Don't vocalize that part as well. Oh, yes, I do. What the fuck am I talking about? God damn it. What am I saying?
What are you doing?
So you don't, could you describe it? Because that brings me back to the whole old man Smitty thing, the old man trivia thing. Can you describe a podcast? If you had to describe a podcast.
Some yin yangs getting around discussing bullshit.
That's basically it.
I think that works.
On the internet.
Yes.
As long as you finish it with on the internet.
On the internet. Okay.
There you go.
Yeah.
Does that complete it?
Yeah. Actually, you could probably say anything as long as you finished it with on the internet. And that would describe a podcast.
Anything on the internet. Well, I realize I could podcast whatever. I could fucking turn, and it's not like it's going to be good, but I could literally, mow the lawn and just, I'm podcasting myself mowing a fucking lawn. We podcast each other playing a video game.
Yeah, you could take a video of me building pretty rad enchiladas
Yeah.
a little while ago.
Fat
and
guy recipes. That's
Yeah.
the podcast we're gonna do.
I can't wait till you guys get against your nephew to try to bat against him next year.
First of all, I think we can probably fit it in this year at some point.
would
We,
hope so.
we always talk about it,
Yeah.
but nephew
Before he
Dylan-
gets too old, so we actually have a chance.
yeah. So he's 12.
It'll be
And
13 next
It'll
month.
be 13 next month. And this kid, when you said it, now you praised his pitching a lot.
Years ago.
Years ago, you said, "Oh," and I'm just like, "Oh, this is his grandson. He's being nice," Then I saw him throw, and I'm like, "Oh shit! Like you're not fucking joking. Like it's that kid throws fire,
Hard.
right?
Yeah.
Like I'm fucking surprised that how hard that kid throws.
That's not what's going to get you, though, because he knows how to pitch. He already knows how to pitch.
I'm fucking taking that kid out of the park.
You
I'm
can,
taking that kid deep.
he'll throw
Look.
he'll throw you a slow slider, and you'll just befuddle yourself.
Before you say that,
Just trying to make
seen
contact.
I've seen you play just like slow pitch softball and shit like that. And not that you weren't good at slow pitch softball, but how many times did you hit home runs?
Here's the thing, none.
Right?
Okay, but
I saw you swing out of your motherfucking shoes in slow pitch softball and not hit a goddamn thing.
first of all, I'm pretty goddamn sure you did not see me swing through my shoes in fucking slow pitch softball because I never fucking swing and miss at slow pitch softball, you motherfucker. Okay, I will tolerate you saying mean shit to me about other things, but I will not tolerate that shit. I do not fucking swing and miss on slow pitch softball. Second of all, with the one year I played fast pitch softball, the year I broke my fucking ankle and never went to the hospital by stepping out of the dugout on a rock that was sticking out with spikes on it. I just hit the rock and it goes caves in. But the first practice,
he's so ashamed of you. Just
yeah,
fucking breaking an ankle walking.
I tried to say no, he's not, but then I'm like,
He probably is.
so ashamed of me.
I've had him on the ball team in Little League. I can't be ashamed.
I know. But that first practice for fast pitch softball, the first at bat, I fucking hammered that motherfucker and it hit the fence, the top part of the fence, in the air, nothing. And I'm like, fuck, this is easy. And I didn't get a hit the whole season up until I broke my ankle. Not one fucking hit. Swing and miss, fast pitch, I fucking suck at. The slow pitch all day long.
So they're probably bringing it 60-ish, maybe? Fast pitch softball?
Maybe. But I could never pick up the hand coming from underneath. For some reason, I would always.
It's that ADD. You got like you're focusing up here, and all of a sudden the fucking ball's coming from down here, and you can't focus.
Seriously.
Modified fast pitch or just fast pitch?
I don't know what modified is. What if modified? No, they're fucking coming. And boom! That's fast pitch, right? I just never hit it.
Come all the way around, yeah.
But I was probably 37 when I played, and I just lost it. I don't fucking have it anymore.
That's
I'm
what
terrible.
happens. You're 37, you're out past your prime.
Especially me.
Dude, I try to throw things, and I'm so ashamed of myself because I don't have it anymore.
Like
I don't
football?
have it.
Like football.
I haven't thrown a football in a while, but anything.
Do I
Fucking
can I get that back to you now? Because I can still throw strikes from 54 feet.
I haven't really tried that, but like I'll throw something at work and I'll be aiming up here and it'll go over there and be fucking like 15 feet short. I'm like, the fuck is going on here? And I just want to leave. I just want to leave and never show my face there again.
The last few times I've thrown, my shoulder just hurts, man. And like I throw all right, but then it just hurts my shoulder, and I'm like, oh god, fucking old, just broken,
Like
stupid.
my accuracy used to be really, really good. I would say like I would hit my target probably 90% of the time, at least. Just, simple throws. Now it's like 50, 60. I don't like it. I don't like it.
You gotta keep working at it or you lose it.
Do you and mom have Amazon?
No.
No. You should get it. There is this. Maybe we should give them the law.
Would it be like
Actually,
like Lexa?
it's legal. You don't have to whisper it because like you can share it with like
Family members?
yeah.
He give you the password. There is this sub channel of Amazon. It's called Cello, Qello, and it's nothing but like music documentaries and live concert stuff. That is up your alley. I went down the rabbit hole on that channel, and I caught myself going down the Simon and Garfunkel, the John Denver rabbit hole, the Linda Ronstadt rabbit hole. Jesus Christ, that's so good.
To go down.
Huh?
That one's easy to go down.
Linda Ronstadt?
Yeah.
Jesus fucking Christ, man.
Oh yeah. She's been my sweetheart for since
1967.
Yep. Mama even knows about that one.
Yeah.
Is she on your list?
Dad doesn't have a list.
He doesn't have a list.
We don't know. He might have a list.
Fuck the look on your face. I don't even know if I want to bring up what we talked about on the podcast two ago.
I must have missed that one.
I've got a list.
You gotta watch towards the end. You gotta watch towards the end. I can't remember which one it was, but
It was the Jason Allen.
was it the last one? The last one. What the hell?
Yeah, I haven't watched that one.
Doesn't
Yet.
matter.
Here's the funny part. I brought you over for this podcast specifically, but for a reason, but have the family over. They're upstairs watching it right now, probably on YouTube. Possibly.
Trying to keep children from falling downstairs.
Yeah.
Just one particular child.
I forgot the whole point of why I brought that up. I forgot the whole point.
The list.
Oh, the list thing. Anyway, I don't know how it got brought up. It got brought up. We're a lot of dudes nowadays. Like,
No.
Just
No.
finish.
No.
he's not gonna
No.
let me.
Just let him finish.
No.
It's just
It's embarrassing.
So
be a
we
grown up.
wanted Dad on the podcast to just ask her to just fucking talk and bullshit.
Yeah.
Like we usually do.
But I wanted to do a get to know Dad podcast too.
Yeah.
Because here's the thing. I'm getting older. I'm 44.
He's old.
Almost 44. I'll be 44 in December. I'm also old enough at the age now where I say the age I'm going to be. When somebody asks how old you are, I just say the age I'm going to be.
I've been doing that for a while.
But I realize that I just don't ever really talk to you, and I don't really get to I don't know a lot about your childhood or just shit you've done. We don't ever talk about that stuff. And I want to know that shit. You know?
Pretty simple. I was a screwball little kid.
So that's where we got that from.
Define screwball little kid.
Yeah.
Like our nephews?
No, not really.
Because I don't have a frame of reference for myself.
My folks they grew up in the Depression, the real big Depression back in the 20s.
Mm-hmm.
In that time.
Yeah.
And a lot of times before that, the kids were seen and not heard. You know, you didn't give a lip off, you might get knocked on your ass.
Yeah. So is it
only had a little education, my grade school and high school.
How the reason I brought it up specifically right now because we were talking about the Linda Ronstadt thing, and then Levi and I were talking about Simon and Garfunkel, just how influential you have been on our musical taste because we grew up fucking how does a kid from Alden what drove you? I wonder why I got the love of rock and roll that I have. So when did you get turned on to that kind of music and go down that rabbit hole?
Music? I've always liked music. Started out when I could listen to the big, tall radio back with the tubes.
Yeah.
In late 50s. Called rockabilly, stuff like that.
What kind of fucking radio stations were up here in northern Michigan when rock and roll was happening? Was any stations playing that shit?
WCCW.
Did CKLW from Detroit get up here?
No. On AM, they would on a good AM radio.
Yeah. Yeah, because it skips right up the water.
CKLW, WLSI, Chicago, a couple of them. Didn't have FM until later.
Yeah. When do you start going down the rock? Was it country or did it just you discover rock and say
Well, it's
Or was it all just a
it's
conglomerate?
right,
Still
right
listens
through
to
the whole
country, so-
right through the whole evolution of music. You know, it's the '60s rock and roll, like the Beatles and the Beach Boys and stuff like that.
well, like, because my favorite quote from Lemmy from Motorhead is, he was like, I remember before there was rock and roll. He's like, it was just my grandma Clooney records or Rosemary Clooney records that my grandma had. So you remember when music sucked.
Yeah, I remember listening to Guy Lombardo.
Who the fuck
Big
is Guy
band.
Lombardo?
The only Guy Lombardo,
band.
the only Guy
Lawrence
Lombardo
Welk.
song is that I know is he did fucking Old Lang Syne,
Yep.
and that's it. That's all I know.
That's why once in a while I go back and AM 740 out of Toronto on Sunday night plays big band Sunday night, and I listen to that shit once in a while.
Yeah.
But rock and roll, like heavy metal, like as soon as
I
it
don't know,
started
just-
coming out, Steppenwolf, stuff like that. And then when I got to Nam, we
When did you go to Vietnam?
70.
70 to what? How long were you in for? And then when did you go to Vietnam? When did you sign up?
The 13th of August, I was inducted. I didn't get inducted. I was sworn in on the 13th of August, 1969.
Yeah.
50 years.
Wow.
August what?
1960.
August 13th.
August 13th.
Shit.
Just
50
passes.
years. No
Goddamn.
fucking shit, man.
And I went in with my cousin who talked me into it, kind of.
Cars and
That's what-
Marty?
Cousin Marty.
Yeah,
That's why
I
I
knew that.
kind of think of myself sometimes as a dumb fuck.
Yeah.
That's
we-
the reason.
It worked for me at the time, but we got taken in for as a Tiger company, and we got sworn in at home plate Tiger Stadium, and I stood at home plate Tiger Stadium.
Shut the fuck up.
I did.
That was the best part of the whole army for you.
Well, I got out.
No shit. Yeah. No shit. Okay. And if you don't want to talk about any of this, that's fine. Like, just say move on and we will move on. And I don't feel like you got to answer it. But Josh brought up today, and I don't know why I didn't fucking know this, that you had the Bronze Star. Did you have the Bronze Star?
Yep.
How'd you get? How'd you get?
Meritorious service. I think they give it out like candy.
I wasn't sure. I couldn't remember.
I don't know. I did my job pretty well.
Yeah,
But,
you're a
you know,
mechanic.
yeah.
Yep.
Well, me and my friends, my asshole friends, by the way, I know they're assholes in high school, used to make fun of Dad because this one time when I had my car out on Buno Road, this old fucking dirt shit road downstate around Walled Lake. We took it all out there in some field, got my fucking car stuck. So we had to go get Dad to come pull us out. And they all fucking, by the time Dad got there, because this is fucking dark early in the morning, like I fucking,
After midnight.
yeah. So
type
that
shit.
Dad's going on knocking on all my friends' fucking doors, waking up their parents. Boom, 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 boom. He's like, yeah, tell your fucking kid to grab a shovel. We're gonna go take this fucking car out. And none of them came. None of them came. I think, at least I don't remember if they did or not. Maybe one of them did. And then we went and dug the fucking car. But he would always, Dad would be like, I can get that car out. I'm a record driver. And fucking, they would always be like, yeah, Nate Stan's a record driver. Nate Stan's a record driver.
And I pulled it out and did a goddamn side swipe or side stop too, didn't I?
Yeah.
Swung it right around there.
Did a little show off driving. Kaboom.
Sometimes.
So, what's it just? So, what were you driving? Because I know, or what were you working on typically? You weren't near the front necessarily.
No, I had really cushy, I guess, if you want to call it that, as wheel vehicle mechanic.
Yeah.
On Long Bin, which was First Logistical Command.
Yeah.
But we were in Tanker Valley, which was right on the front perimeter, because they didn't want all them tankers blowing up in the middle of camp.
Yeah.
If they got hit.
So you're
So I
away from most of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we had pulled guard duty because we was on the perimeter.
Sure.
And I worked on 1/4-ton Jeeps, 5 quarters, 2.5s, 5-ton trucks, tankers, flatbeds.
Yeah.
Wreckers. Run wrecker for a while. That was a pretty gravy job.
What I didn't know. Go ahead.
Did Grandpa teach you all that stuff, or is that stuff that you learned after you went in? So I know that Grandpa was a mechanic too.
I got my mechanical aptitude from my dad, but I went to wheel vehicle mechanic school at SmittyDick's.
I didn't. Honestly, this is one of the main reasons I wanted to do this fucking podcast, is because I literally don't know anything about Grandpa either. Like Grandpa's, and we don't have to talk about him like right now. We can do it later. But like, I didn't know him at all. Like, I did not know he was a fucking mechanic. I had no idea. Didn't he own his own garage down in Alden?
No, he worked with my uncle that had a garage, but he was a pretty good mechanic.
Gotcha.
All them old boys were at that time. They had to be.
I had a glowing review. I think I was talking to Dave Runyon, who comes on the podcast. You know Dave Runyon? Worked construction up here for 20 years. Carpenter? No, we were downstate probably at the time. But he knows the Peck's stonework and your stonework. Yeah.
Oh, maybe I do know Dave, but I wouldn't know a last name.
Probably not. No. No. Anyway, so I forgot what the fuck I was going to ask. God damn it, marijuana.
Oh yeah.
No, that's the thing. I don't like even, I would fuck. I don't know if I've ever sat down and talked to you about Grandpa or anything like that. Like, he was a lot older than Grandma, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. He was like in his mid 40s or later than that when he had me.
Yeah.
And they had me. They had 6 kids.
You have an older brother that's a half
I
brother.
got an older half brother.
Yeah. You ever talk to him?
Every once in a while.
Yeah. Is it Gene?
Mm-hmm.
Brother Gene.
Yeah.
Yep. Gene Smith. He's in his 70s. Maybe close in then at 80. I think he's got me by 10 years, maybe.
10 years?
Yeah, which I don't think about that too much, because I can still get down and catch a ground ball.
God, it's so weird for me to think about age like that, because I don't think of myself as fucking old or anything like that. I mean, I feel broken.
Neither did I until my fucking eyesight legit started to fail me.
But I'm fucking middle-aged. Essentially, I'll be fucking 37 in a month and a half.
I know. I'm gonna be 40. 40.
Fucking, it doesn't. I don't have a clue on how you deal with it.
I don't think I'm old. I don't think I'm old. That's all there is to it.
No, I don't think I'm old, but like not being able to see, I'm like, oh.
Well,
Yeah, that's an eye opener.
I use glasses when I got to open my eyes.
Yeah, man. Son of a bitch.
I haven't used them trying to catch your nephew. I don't like catching him when I've got just a little glow on.
I think that's a little bit different. Like your depth perception is not affected by shitty eyes necessarily.
Oh, yes, it is.
Really?
Oh, yeah. Try to thread that needle
Do you have
without
actual
your goddamn glasses on.
Your glasses are like magnifying glasses.
Try to tie your fucking fly without glasses.
I can't even see the fucking line. I'm not even joking. I cannot see the line. I need the fucking glasses, man.
Can't see
I had to have him read me shit sometimes. I don't have my glasses handy. I got a pair down here in the basement. I got a pair in my fucking car.
I gotta wear glasses just to cut it out.
The fuck? I don't know what that means.
Never mind.
You got scouted by the Reds. Am I right?
No, not me.
I thought you said you did.
I
told
never
people that
said shit
before.
like
No, I'm a
that.
fucking liar. I could have
No.
swore you said that.
No.
My dad's a liar.
You might have heard me say Uncle Mo got scouted by the Pirates once.
Oh, maybe that's it.
I didn't get to play that
Lame.
much. Barcelona cut their program the year I went into high school.
Their baseball program?
Fucking
Their baseball.
Mansalona. Way to go.
Leave my alma mater alone. I am Iron Man.
They're like the fucking Ohio of Traverse City.
Fuck
Northern Michigan.
Fuck off, son.
Everybody's just trying to leave.
that should be the fucking billboard leaving Mansalona. Thanks for coming. We know you're never coming back. Fucking Kalkaska entering Kalkaska would be like, this isn't any better.
Yeah.
Yep.
I love Northern Michigan, but you gotta fucking poke fun of it because it's kind of lame. It's getting better. It's getting better.
It has its moments.
If you have too much excitement, there won't be any woods left.
Here's another reason why I wanted to do this podcast, because we had Dad we tried to do a podcast with you before and the audio was just garbage, so we never published it except for the one clip of us throwing the banana at Josh. Turn your fucking phone off.
Forgot.
That's supposed to be my line.
The clip of us throwing the banana
A
at
banana
Josh.
and me.
Yeah, so we tried to do that podcast, but the audio was garbage.
It's still fucking hilarious.
It's goddamn funny. It's on,
was.
like it's on the Facebooks.
I seriously considered having like the last guy stop you guys and call the cops, because that would have been fucking funny.
I don't know if that would have been funny.
Actually, would have been.
It would have been funny to me.
Getting a ticket would not be funny, but you threw the banana, so I would just be like, "That motherfucker!" If you that, I blame it on him.
Like if you personally
I
knew,
get to disavow myself.
no,
Those
I
are my
knew-
fucking sons
Because I knew who threw it.
right? But if you personally knew the cop and had them pull us over, that would be one thing. But if you just had people pull us over and give us a fucking ticket for throwing fucking bananas, that would be bullshit.
No, that would be great.
see the ticket that cop gave me? He wrote for the crime throwing bananas.
Throwing bananas.
Look at that.
That would be worth it. just to see your reaction to the ticket.
I would just deny. I don't know what you're talking about, sir.
That sounds like I won't even go there.
I don't have any
In the
idea what.
internet.
I have no recollection of that happening.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I saw them that they had a phone hanging out the window too. They were recording.
It was a
Pretty sure.
long-legged, pissed-off Puerto Rican. He's the one that threw it.
How long have you? A kid or something?
Could
Knocking
be.
on that door. Maybe a cat. Could be a cat. Anyway, how long you been sober now?
Who, me?
Yeah.
Well, it's not us. I'm like
Get me my.
I'm
give
like
me
20
my
minutes.
beer.
February 24th, 1988.
You know, it'd be great if
You do the math.
Megan
31 years.
was watching this.
Megan, if you're watching this podcast,
Bring me a beer.
bring a beer from the fridge upstairs, or 2 beers, one for your dad too.
Yeah.
And bring it on down.
No,
here.
because I have to drive home.
Just bring one. Then.
Bring-
No, bring 2. I might drink 2.
I might drink another one. But you've been sober how many years?
21, I guess.
31.
31.
February 24th,
31.
1988. 31 years.
God damn.
It's a long time. Do you ever get the urge to drink? Like real urge?
Not that much.
Yeah.
No, every once in a while, I know a cold Budweiser would taste really great. Not this lime stuff you get. going on
Lime?
now.
No,
lame,
look.
The fuck?
lame stuff. Whatever.
No,
it is.
look. You fucking
know,
beer
I know,
assholes.
It's good. If it ain't Budweiser, it ain't the king. On the internet.
So you don't like get the urge, like it never really happens.
No.
Oh, that's great.
I've had
I wonder.
dreams about
It's-
being drunk and being okay, and then all of a sudden, whoa, I better wake the fuck up here.
God damn!
It worked.
The internet works. Woo! That's so much beer. Don't touch that podcast. Don't.
Thank you.
It's kind of a shame because the direction and the steps that beer has taken and what it is now is so much better. Like,
It is.
You had Budweiser and fucking PBR.
No, you don't want that.
Yes, I do.
Give me your lighter.
By the way, he
Can I have your
did.
lighter?
The no, that's I told Dad this before. I said sometimes I wish you could drink beer like a normal person because there's so much good beer out there. Do you got that?
No.
He's wrecking your lighter too.
Goddamn thing! For fuck's sake! Give me this. Destroying things.
See?
My goodness!
We should just keep a
In
fucking
here.
You're good for something.
just keep a bottle opener
Can
in
you
here.
do it? Thank you. Fuck.
Sorry.
So I'm wondering how I'm going to be.
Where's
with-
that goddamn lighter?
I'm wondering how I'm going to be with Sober October. I wonder how that's going to go because I'm not going to look. I'm going to try the trifecta for the whole of October, and that's alcohol, weed, and cigarettes.
Well,
In an
I can
attempt to hopefully give up just cigarettes permanently.
hit- It feels pretty good.
Yeah,
I haven't had cigarettes in about 5 years.
you feel good?
Yeah.
You feel good? It's nice to be able to breathe again.
Well, for the most part.
I remember
It is.
how bad you used to cough. I'm at that point now where middle of the night, I know he hears it and he's like fucking judging me internally.
I don't hear it because I don't have what people refer to as empathy. So when I hear him coughing, I'm just like, fuck it, I'm going back to sleep.
Yeah.
That's my subconscious talking. Like my subconscious doesn't even register that I should wake up. I mean, he might be dying. I don't care. I'm going back to sleep.
It's never that
Sounds
bad.
like somebody else I know, but I won't go there on the internet.
Yeah, don't go there on the internet.
But that must, I mean, you two have similar like feeling for other people.
You
Like-
mean we actually like
Yeah.
people for the most part?
Like he actually bought
Go ahead.
some fucking charity thing from some kid that was wandering around the fucking neighborhood.
He's made a reason money to play football.
That's a fucking excuse. And you're never going to use the thing that you bought.
They're just like a book of coupons for like restaurants and companies
Yeah,
and
he's
shit. I might use it.
No.
Now I'm going to go out of my way to do all of that in the next month.
You don't want to support the youth of the neighborhood.
I don't give a fuck about the
He
youth.
really
Whether they
doesn't.
play any sports and
No.
get sportsmanship in them and
That-
how to deal with people. How to deal
Nothing
with people.
that doesn't. I'll treat them. I'll teach them how to deal with people. Fucking their daily life isn't going to teach them how to deal with people. And I've seen Dad give people steep discounts to buy a car because they hopped out of their car with one arm.
What do you
Yes.
mean? What are you talking
Yes.
about?
He was selling a car. What?
Yep.
When did you sell cars?
No,
It was
no,
his own car.
His own car.
Okay.
Like he fucking it was sitting in the driveway with a for sale sign, you fucking retard. God damn. It wasn't a fucking used car salesman. Jesus Christ. You know, this kid fucking hopped out of the car and
It was an older person, wasn't it?
I don't think so.
I don't
It
know.
was like
but-
this kid and his girlfriend or something like that, and he hopped out of the car and he only had one arm and he only had like he offered him like he's like, this is all the money I got, and it was like $200 less than what Dad was asking for. He's like, yeah, okay. I'm like,
Which hand did you shake?
It wasn't
I
the nub.
think you were in the living room, and all of a sudden I heard, "Ah!"
Sounds about right. But see, he's a good person.
We used to mock people with disabilities back in 1990, whatever.
And he's a good person. You're kind of a
2003.
Ah,
good person.
I tried to be.
And I'm just like, And I have told numerous people, no, I'm done. Nope. Carry on. Not interested. And you buy the shit from them.
Dude, I had a Jehovah's Witness come over a couple years ago, and he's trying to sell me on the front porch, and I'm just like, oh no, man, I'm not really into that. I appreciate you coming by. You want to come in and watch the Foo Fighters documentary, Sonic Highways? That turned the tables on him, and I was totally going to do it. Come on in, motherfucker. Sit down and watch Foo Fighters.
And he didn't?
No.
One of my favorite stories is from Scotty. Scotty Letts.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. Who won't? Scotty won't come on the podcast because he's afraid of how to make him look.
He was
I say that
shoveling
with utmost love.
when he was shoveling his driveway, and Jehovah's Witnesses came by and started talking to him.
Did you see this happen?
No, he told us the
Oh,
story.
okay.
I think it was at the Super Bowl party where he
Drank the wing sauce,
drank the
hot sauce?
the hot sauce.
the,
But
the Janet Jackson titty slip.
yeah,
That one. Yeah.
but Jehovah's Witnesses came by while he was shoveling his driveway and said, "Hey, can we give you a hand?" And he said, "Sure." And he handed them 2 shovels and went inside while they finished shoveling his fucking driveway. It's fucking
That's
fantastic.
amazing.
Yep.
you dumb religious people.
This
do
will
anything.
teach you a lesson.
You'll do anything for a convert. God, that's hilarious.
They're just spreading the word.
They're spreading the word. They are spreading the word.
They're spreading a word.
That's the thing. I don't even know how religious you are. You never forced it on us.
No, because your mother's a non-believer.
Yeah.
And I grew up Methodist, and my grandmother was on my dad's side was a Sunday school teacher, so I kind of had to go for a while.
Oh yeah.
Then I got away from it. I've always had a belief of something, positive and negatives.
Does it bother
I-
you? Does it bother you that by and large we're not?
Nope.
No. Okay.
I learned after
I think
your mother told me to shut up a few times.
Well, I
that
think you're
just
also
let you think yourself.
I think you're also smart enough to know that we're not dummies. You know,
Right.
for the most part.
For the most part,
You
I'd
know.
say you're not.
Yeah. I mean,
In the real world.
Intellectually,
Right.
intellectual wise, we're not dummies.
No.
Like, I mean, we're fucking idiots.
Tourette's and ADD and whatever the fuck he
Well,
has.
Assholes.
It's like I have this sign in my garage / man cave in my golf spot.
Yeah.
It's got a sign of the Three Stooges. It's going to take a lot of balls to golf with the Stooges. So that's what I'm feel like I'm doing when I'm golfing with you guys.
I've
But
always
you're not dummies.
I've always said that golfing with us, basically hanging out with us, is the closest thing that real life can come to the Three Stooges.
I concur.
It really is.
But I've always looked at like our philosophical beliefs. They're largely based on music. And that sounds weird.
Whoa, bro.
but-
That's so deep. I'm poking fun, but I'm not making fun of what you're saying. I'm just making fun of you.
But it's difficult to explain, but like the roots of our belief system, because I mean I talk about fucking hating people and fucking kids and fuck that and
Yeah.
fuck them and whatever a lot, but stems from like the music that we used to listen to when we were kids. And most of that, like all of my youngest memories from probably 3 until whenever, they all are based on listening to music with you.
Like,
I hope I passed something on to you.
you pass a lot on to me.
Yeah. Like 2 of my top 5 bands are the Moody Blues and Simon and Garfunkel.
Now, I like that first one because whenever I need a little bit of soul inspiration,
Moody Blues.
Moody Blues.
Melissa keeps saying that I'm turning into you.
Yeah, you definitely passed that off too. Just fucking Clintisms.
Yep, dadisms. My like of the oldies station. Because I'll turn to 1310 a.m. and just fucking oldies.
Yeah,
And then I'll turn it to interlocking radio.
Best thing you ever did for me was you. And you probably don't even know this unless you heard it on the radio because I did talk about it on one Father's Day, I think. Was that we were fucking when we lived downstate, we were at some job site that you were working on, and I was with you, and you were talking to some boss or something, or maybe some dude who was also working on the job site. I can't remember. And this dude made some fucking shitty racist joke, and you said, "Yeah, we're not prejudiced in our family. Don't say racist shit." And like, it's so easy for people to like do the wrong thing in that scenario and like just let it wash or something like that and not say anything. But the fact that you did that, like, I fucking do that shit.
Me too.
I do that shit now. Fuck that. That's like the best thing that you did was just how to be a stand-up dude.
well, you gotta call something out once in a while.
Yeah. I'm a big fan of it. I like it. Makes me happy. Are you gonna pee? You getting coffee?
I'm gonna get me some more water.
I just thought you were bailing. You're like, fuck these
No,
questions. I don't
these
want
are
to talk
dumb.
to you motherfuckers anymore. Like I finally made him uncomfortable enough to just get the fuck out of here. That's all I got to do. Whenever I don't want Dad to talk to me, just make him uncomfortable. He's just gonna leave the room.
Yeah, Dad, I'm super proud of you. All right,
gotta
I'm
get my-
fucking done.
I had a little prep sheet and I forgot to bring it in here. I was constantly have my brain like going, oh, I want to talk about this and I want to talk about this, and fucking I didn't write down any of the personal shit, but
Yeah.
so I'm going in the other room and grab it. Wait,
Yeah.
we can't just leave. We're fucking still live. Christ.
What
sakes.
other room is it in? Right there?
Yeah, it's sitting right on the chair.
You want me to go grab it for you?
Yeah, go right on the chair there.
All right.
I think we'll probably wrap this up in the next 10 to 15 minutes.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Dad was the first one to smash his noggin on.
Oh, man, he really fucking
Yeah, he
did
did.
too. I heard it. I
Yeah, it
had
was
my
like-
back turned.
It was a fucking meaty.
And the look on his face was just like, oh, oh, shit.
Oh yeah.
I keep having things in my brain that I'm going to talk about, and then I lose it because I'm trying to follow the conversation while still thinking about the thing. That's the one, probably. You're not supposed to look at it. That's not the right one anyway. Never mind. Fuck it. I don't know where it is. Leave it alone.
Give him the weed. That'll jog his memory.
Why don't you sit down and do the podcast and stop looking at shit around the fucking... That's not the right one. I have like 4 sheets. I'm like the little girl in Signs, you know, with all the glasses of water laying around. I have pads of paper and pens and fucking shit just laying around.
Eventually, you'll need it.
That way I
should
just
we
have
make
one
Dad
handy.
crawl through?
He should be able to get behind you right there.
All right.
What is he doing?
He's getting water. He has cotton mouth.
He didn't want anybody to know that.
He's
what?
He's really
He's-
old, and that's a symptom of getting older.
Yes.
Cottonmouth is
it's
a
a
sign of
symptom.
senility.
Yeah.
It's a symptom of his medications.
What is that?
What is what?
Looks like
Dude,
dog
what are you
shit.
doing?
It didn't work. It almost did.
Dad, if you're upstairs doing shit, get the fuck down here and do this podcast.
There he is.
Thank you.
A child tried to follow him in.
See how it is? Stiff arm.
Somebody,
No, it was the large, annoying one.
somebody up there
Stiff arm.
sucks as a babysitter. That's all I know.
It was the large, annoying one.
I had an imp
An imp.
tracking me down.
An imp.
Papa.
Now I forgot what I was going to talk about on this goddamn podcast.
Of course you did. You didn't turn the fucking light on
No,
like you said you were going to.
I'm not going to do it right now. There's too much bending and moving.
Yeah.
You got to be diligent with me, man.
I told you. Turn the light
You
on.
need to give yourself a fucking checklist
I do. It's just not right here.
and hang it up.
I told him turn the light on, and he said I'm going to.
Yep.
And then he didn't.
Yeah, you were like, I'm going to right before I go live.
I was going to right before I went live.
But
I
you
forgot.
didn't.
Your list just swung in here.
Oh, perfect. There's nothing like. I'm sure we've already talked about all this shit that I have on it.
Maybe.
Maybe not.
What's your favorite band of all time?
Oh my God.
It's a blank sheet of paper.
Yeah. I have a multitude of them. I don't have a favorite band.
I got a top 5.
I can't even narrow it.
Really?
What's your
What?
top 5? What's your top 5? No, I'm curious.
My top 5?
Yeah.
Tool.
Quicker.
The Moody Blues.
Yeah.
Opeth.
Okay.
Simon and Garfunkel.
Okay.
And then it's kind of like a 5 A, B, and C.
Just fucking say it.
Rage Against the Machine. Nora Jones.
Holy fuck.
A and B.
That's an
A and B.
eclectic.
A and B.
That's an eclectic top 5.
It's all they all have
Metallica,
personal
Foo-
connections.
Metallica, Foo Fighters, Corrosion of Conformity, Alice in Chains, Black Sabbath.
Metallica would be probably 5C. 5A, B, and C.
Yeah, no, that's exactly true. Yeah.
I would say Moody Blues. Simon and Garfunkel, Mamas and Papas.
I always thought Mamas and Papas were too nice for you.
No. The Eagles.
No fucking shit.
I know, right? I just found that out.
And maybe the Beatles in there.
Yeah.
Toss between the Beatles and Rolling Stones and the British invasion people.
Fuck yeah. What
See,
about you?
look-
Now you're on the spot.
Like my favorite British invasion band is probably the Animals.
Yeah, they're up there. But I definitely love the Who more, and then the Stones, and then the Beatles. But I don't know, man. Fuck, it's so hard. I love rock and roll so much that I fucking, dude. It's like it is honestly my favorite thing. And you were like,
I got a Pearl Jam album.
Which one?
did you buy it?
I don't know. No, I got it from my dead buddy Fig.
Did you give it to you before?
No,
No, you just
it floated in
floated in. Yeah. You listen to it?
a couple times.
Yeah. Is it fun? Like, you and I had this discussion about music because you don't like newer stuff. Like, I don't like newer stuff for the most part. But I think I'm a lot more accepting of new rock than you are accepting of new rock. Like, pop music is, I'm staunchest fucking critic of that fucking
Get
bullshit.
the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
So what do you think about bubblegum?
What's bubblegum?
Bubblegum music.
Like 50s?
No, like 1910 Fruit Company.
What the fuck is that?
Simple Simon Says.
I like a lot of that stuff. It's just for nostalgia's sake, really. You know?
Yeah.
That's bubblegum.
Like I can hear fucking what is that fucking itsy bitsy teeny weeny yellow polka dot bikini.
Mhm.
That's like I hear that and I'm like, this is fucking dumb.
Some of the old Beach Boys
But
stuff
it's-
was really fucking like that too. You know?
Yeah,
Let's
but-
go surfing now, everybody. You know?
but they had a lot more complex rhythms and harmonies and guitar parts and shit that made it way better
Yeah,
than
'cause
anything else.
You try to play some of it, like I try to once in a while. I really got to work at it.
You really started tackling. Did you come up with your top goddamn 5?
You guys were fucking talking.
I know, but
I didn't think I
They
would
gave you
have
time to. They gave you time to think.
You're
I know
taking
you
that,
need time to think.
you're taking that whole desk producer job seriously. Start talking, motherfucker.
Probably Metallica, Tom Petty,
Nickelback.
Metallica, Tom Petty, Soundgarden, Johnny Cash. And CCR.
It's a good top 5. It's a good top 5.
I mean, I can put CCR on and just
CCR is the best road trip band. CCR and Tom Petty.
I would say Bob Seger.
Bob Seger too, but too much of his fucking 80s shit. And I'm over it.
No, if you want a good road trip song album, that Cosmos Factory will work.
Which one?
What?
Cosmos Factory.
I know that name. How do I know that name? Is that a band?
Creedence Clearwater.
Oh, that's the
Revival.
album for CCR.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. I usually just do greatest hits.
Whenever I hear CCR, I think this is my favorite CCR song. And then however long later, another CCR song will come on and I'll say, this is my favorite CCR song. So they're all my favorites.
They did all their fucking albums in like I think I looked it up once. It's like 9 albums in like 4 years, 5 years.
Yep.
Fucking something stupid. Beatles had how many? 10 albums in 6 years, 7 years?
Something like that.
That fucking output back then was crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, it had something to do with it was partially to do with the record companies just fucking pushing this shit out.
Yeah.
And then also the creativity was
Going
the roof.
skyrocketing because everybody was smoking fucking weed.
Not in the early 60s. Not,
Sure,
well,
they were.
might have
They
been.
were. Yeah, they were. They just didn't
Well,
talk about it all that much.
I don't think
probably not.
It's like when Bob Dylan introduced weed to the Beatles. Like fuck came out with Sgt. Pepper, whatever the fuck they came out with.
I mean, they were smoking it in 1955.
But
because they didn't want to deal with no reefer addicts.
But but everything was brand
no reefer addicts.
Everything was brand new.
Yep.
So I'm not saying that they didn't have to try as hard, but they kind of didn't have to try as hard as artists do today to be like to make something that's somewhat transcendent over the other shit that's out there.
Well, it used to be everybody and their brother had a garage band in the mid 60s, early 60s.
Did you play guitar at all back then?
A little bit.
About as much as you do now?
No.
Because you tackled it a lot more in the last like 10 or 15 years, I feel like.
Yep, I got
Yeah.
I
Can you actually
way
play
better.
something?
Well, not by heart. I play along with things.
Yeah.
Different songs.
You know what we need to do? We need to get him an Xbox and
Get him Guitar Hero or
Rocksmith.
Rocksmith? Yeah. You would have so much goddamn fun playing that game.
That'd be wasting my time because I'd rather play along with the music I'm trying to play with.
That's what you do.
Whatever's next.
No, literally on Rocksmith, that's what you do.
Like you remember the Guitar Hero game?
Yep.
It's exactly like that, except
Except you're using a
playing
real
an actual guitar and you're playing along with the song. It's pretty fucking goddamn fun.
It is.
Well, it's pretty fun when you can keep up with Chet Atkins once in a while.
No, that's part's cool. I never got the country thing from you. Like I there's a few country things that I like, but it's just like he listens to country sometimes on purpose, and I appreciate it. Like all the old country, like pre-90 usually.
I'm just a crying in my bear.
Like he's the
The
Highwaymen
Highwaymen concert.
was on, and that's cool. But it's just not anything I gravitate towards. I never tried.
I went to country when disco fucked me up.
Oh man, what the fuck was that like? I would like looking back on that. That is an amazing time because fucking it just became stupid really fucking quick.
Well, it's
YMCA.
it's like it did for me after like probably 2005, 2006. Fucking Slipknot's album Subliminal Verses came out.
Mhm.
And that was the last album that I really enjoyed, other than like A Perfect Circle or Tool or
Sure.
like the standbys that I've that I've enjoyed forever. But that was the last like new album from a band that I didn't really know at the time that came out that I really
Yeah.
enjoyed. Maybe some Mastodon.
I always enjoy the sequence of my Two Moody Blues, Threshold of a Dream and A Question of Balance. And that sequence, oh, that relaxes the shit out of me.
Did you smoke the reefer back then and listen to it?
Back when?
Back then?
68, 69,
68,
70.
69 when that
In
came out?
Nam,
Yeah.
I didn't do anything until I went to Nam. I drank.
Yeah. You told me something recently that I didn't know, and but you went AWOL once.
I didn't go AWOL.
I thought you
just
said
didn't-
you did.
I just didn't report when I was supposed to.
Isn't that going AWOL?
It's
When
being,
were
being
you were
AWOL.
you were on leave, right?
I was on leave. I had to go to Oakland Army Base to report for troop movement, and I delayed it by about 2 or 3 weeks.
On purpose?
Yeah, because they didn't give me 30 days when I thought I should have it.
So did you get in trouble for that? Did you get knocked down a rank or anything?
Yeah,
Money taken from
I
you?
got Article 15. I got busted from a private E2 to private E1,
Look. Here's the thing.
which was okay because as soon as you get in the country, you get up to PFC anyway.
oh, there, fucking goddamn.
Slap your wrist.
Right. But no, I was just like, I'm perfectly all right with dudes saying, fuck that. I don't really want to go back there right now. It's not happening.
That was on my first shipment over it.
Before you went over there at all?
Yep, that was
Okay.
on my initial.
Yeah. You did basic in Texas,
I did basic in Fort Knox, Kentucky.
but you were in Texas, stationed in Texas, right?
After I got out of Nam,
Yeah.
Fort Hood.
Never went there. I was supposed to go there once and visit a buddy, but I never went there.
Ain't nothing but dry grass and bush trees.
I don't think much has changed.
I don't know. Check 1, 2. Check. Okay, our levels are down. I was like, it looked really. I thought I was losing the audio again, and I was gonna lose my fucking mind.
It does seem a little low.
I mean, it might not be 100% on the thing, but it's not going down. But
Right.
But yeah, we're going to. We got people wanting to come in here, so we got kids floating around. So anyway,
Just one.
Anybody else? Anything?
This
Anything
one
anybody
little
else wants?
bastard.
Anything anybody wants to get out before we?
What is your, like, when you look back on your childhood, what's the one thing that makes you smile?
One thing that makes me smile. Being able to walk out back, get on the railroad tracks, and go down to the center field part of the ball diamond and go down to the lake.
No, that's great.
Yeah.
That was a great spot.
I remember that shit too.
I remember doing that.
Yeah. Beautiful Alden. You got anything?
No, I think I'm good.
I would. I would. Yep, that's a good one.
Good. No, that works.
Yeah.
That works. Well, hey, love you. Want to come on?
Love you.
Love you too.
When they get on the podcast, another time, just shoot shit and don't get all personal. So,
All right.
you have
can
fun?
do that.
Did you have
I
fun?
can do that. I enjoy it.
Do you
I
now
enjoy
know
it.
what a podcast is?
Some
Podcast.
internet thing.
Some internet
Some
thing. As long
internet
as you
thing.
tag it with the internet. All right. Love you. Thanks.
Love you too.
All right. We changed the way we did iTunes. So what we're gonna do is chop up bits from the last couple 3 August podcasts, and we're gonna put them together for like a 2-hour compilation of best of August kind of thing. Even though there's only 3 or 4 podcasts, and our best is shitty.
Really shitty.
Yeah. So anyway, talk to you later. See ya. Thanks.
All right.
Blammo.